Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Satellite part 2. The third problem said that the moon rotates around the earth in a circular orbit of radius 3.85 times 10 power 5 kilometer. This is the radius of the orbit, which means the radius of earth plus the height of the orbit. And it completes one rotation in 7.3 days. That means the periodic time of motion is 27.3 days. Days means we have to change it into second. That means times 24 times 60 times 60 to be second. And also the radius of the orbit in kilometer. Kilometer means times 1000 to find it. Yani times 1000 to be in meter. Okay, so let's see the answer. At first, radius of orbit times 1000 becomes 3.85 times 10 power 8 meter. Periodic time 27.3 days times 24 times 60 times 60 to become second. We're going to be a large number. To find the orbital velocity, we have another choices. It is not important to have the rule. We can find it by using the orbital velocity equal 2 by orbit over periodic time, like distance over time. So 2 times by 3.14 times the radius of orbit divided by the periodic time which we calculated before. So the velocity of the orbit equal 1025 meter per second. He wants to find the mass of Earth. To get mass of Earth, we have only one rule. Orbital velocity equals square root of GME over R orbit. To get rid of square root, we make power 2. So velocity power 2 equals GME over R orbit. By making cross multiplication, mass of Earth will equal V orbital power 2 times R orbit divided by G. By substituting in rule, V orbit 1025 power 2 times 3.85 times 10 power 8 over the gravitational constant 6.67 times 10 power negative 11. So the mass of Earth will be 6 times 10 power 24, which is a constant number. Another problem, which is important. A satellite complete a rotation around the Earth in 100 minutes. This is the periodic time in minute times 60 to become second. If the length of the orbit was kaza, 60,000 kilometers, the length of orbit means 2 by R. He gave you the circumference. In kilometer, we are going to change it into meter. Calculate the velocity and the height from the Earth's surface, knowing that the Earth's radius is kaza kilometer, 6,360 kilometers. We have to change this one also into meter. Let's see the answer. The periodic time, 100 minutes times 60 becomes 6,000 seconds. 2 by R orbit, it's already times 1000 becomes 6 times 10 power 7 meter, and the radius of Earth after multiplying by 1000 to change it into meter becomes 6.36 times 10 power 6 meter. The velocity of the orbit by using the previous rule, 2 by R orbit over periodic time. We have 2 by R orbit, it's already given, and also we have the periodic time is given. So the orbital velocity equal 10 power 4 meter per second. To get our orbit, we make mathematical relation divided by 2 by R. We are going to divide by 2 by. So it's going to be 6 times 10 power 7 divided by 2 by, which equal 9.55 times 10 power 6 meter. The height is equal to the R orbit minus the radius of Earth. Let's subtract the radius of Earth from the R orbit. So the height of Earth will be, the height of satellite from the Earth's surface will be 3.2 times 10 power 3 meters. These problems is a sample for problems about satellite. You have to solve more. Okay, you are going to send for you some problems after this video, inshallah. What is the importance of satellite? Why we have satellites? We have many functions of satellite. Number one, communication satellite. Satellite which used in communication like TV, radio, phone cells, internet, locating sites like GPS. Astronomical satellite, which satellite is used as a huge telescope. It is a telescope for seeing the space. It is a type of satellite. Remote sensing satellite, which can study the migration of birds, determine the minerals and their distributions under the ground, look out for agricultural yields, protect them against weather dangers, study the formation of hurricanes. We can see the Earth from up from the satellite. Exploratory and spying satellite, which used in military service. At last, meteorological satellite, which is used to find the weather forecast, and we see the changes in the climate. At last, there are what we called it a chipset. Chipset is the chip is used to discover the space by sticking this chip on rocks or meteorites or asteroids which wandered in the space, which send for us here the studying of its motion around the Earth, motion in the space. The motion of these chipsets can determining by using this meteorological substance. Satellite, this is the last part in chapter of circular motion. We are under gravity, gravitational force and circular motion. Inshallah, we are going to discuss work and energy in the other videos. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.